Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. So you can see the title of my video today. We're going to talk about protein, which I think it cycles through once in a while as being one of the really, difficult to understand and problematic kind of nutrients once in a while, but it's really not. So we're going to talk about that today. And before I get started, I like to talk about why I'm qualified to discuss these sort of things. So years ago, I was actually in the hospital, and so I know exactly what it's like. And I went through, kind of going a gradual route of figuring out, what I could do to kind of help myself. And I learned the idea of food as medicine. So I became a health coach so that I could be that person to just hand over resources to someone who's going through a similar thing or just wanting to become the healthiest version of themselves as they can, or a different symptom, or whatever it is. I just wanted to become that person. So again, it's not a gradual thing like it was for me, but a health coach can just shorten that curve so that you can get to where you want to go quicker. So that's why I did what I did. And along the way, I learned just how powerful food is and how we can all benefit from all the power and benefits that food has. And why not, right? We have to eat regardless. So why not take advantage of it? So I decided that my goal was to try to make disease and things not be something that we have to even deal with. So as a society. So that's why I share this message with as many people as I possibly can, so that, they understand that they can overcome a lot of things and they can prevent a lot of things from even happening. Yes, there are ways with a healthy enough lifestyle to reverse disease, but if we didn't have to deal with them in the first place, wouldn't that be even cooler? So that's where I went with, once I was learning all about nutrition. And along those lines, I created a course, and I'll link in the comments down below. And, I created a course so that you could either change your diet or just add more plants to your routine, whichever you're ready for, in an easier way, just along the lines of my mission, just to try to make this as short of a, line from where you want to be, where you are to where you want to be, in the shortest way possible. So yeah, I just keep creating things to make that happen. So along those lines, today we're going to talk about protein. And I think a lot of people actually worry about the amount that we have to get, and they actually think that it's a lot higher than it actually is. So it's not something you have to worry about at all. Sorry, excuse me. So protein is actually in all plants. That's the 20 amino acids that exist, including the 9 essential amino acids. And they used to think that wasn't the case. They used to think that you had to put your meals together in a way to get all the different elements of protein, but they're all actually in all plants, and it's actually been published. So isn't that really cool? So it's in all plants. I remember my fact about potatoes too, that a large potato actually has more protein than a large egg. So that's really cool too. So please rest assured. There are cycles of people that make a big deal about this, and I feel like there's another cycle happening now where people are making a big deal about protein and where to get it, and how you can add more protein to your life. And that's really not something that you have to worry about. And that's all it is. It's just a cycle of this message going around. I'm not really sure why that's the case, but it is just a cycle. You really don't have to worry about it at all. In fact, most vegans I know actually get the amount of protein they actually need in their breakfast alone. So the rest of the day, they're getting more than what they actually need. And you actually need like such a small amount. So if you want more details about that, you can reach out to me. I'm on all different social channels, so you can go ahead and reach out to me if you want to talk about this more. I will link our One Simple Change with the Longs page down below. That's a Facebook group where we share a lot of information like this, and recipes and all different kinds of things. And I highly recommend you join that if you haven't already, to really just see what it's all about and see, learn different things that you might not be aware of. So I'll link that down below. And as usual, if you're watching this live or on replay, go ahead and, if there's anything you think I may have missed, go ahead and comment that below. If there's any experience you've personally had, go ahead and comment that as well. Or if there's anything that you want me to cover in a future video, I really highly, recommend that you do that, so that this can be as useful to you as possible. So I definitely, look forward to you doing that, so that this can be a tool that you can use going forward to dispel any myths that you have. So I think that's about it. Let me just double check. Yeah, so I'll put those links down below, and I will talk to you next week. Until then, have a beautiful and colorful day. Bye, everybody.